Hello, good afternoon. Today I want to discuss engine oil. This has always been very big problem to car users. People don't know how to select the right oil for their engine, so they keep on damaging their engines day by day. So let's discuss it today. First of all, what is work of engine oil? It's not only lubrication. People always think engine oil is just to lubricate the engine. Engine oil do a lot of work in the engine. First of all, it do lubrication. Number two, it neutralizes acidic components generated inside the engine when the engine is working. It cleans out sludge and dust inside the engine. Then number four, it inhibits oxidation and inhibits oxidation and corrosion inside the engine. But that one is by the way. Okay, what is sludge? Sludge is all those you see dirty particles. They will form inside the engine, looking so like baked beans, all those things. Then oxidation take place when you pack the engine. Something like moisture, condensation. Those things, they form part of oxidation. Then as the engine is working, all those different components, different lubrication, some of those things produce acidic components. So good engine oil helps in neutralizing them. Now, how many types of engine oil do we have? We have three major classes of engine oil. Number one, mineral oil. Number two, semi-synthetic oil. Number three, full synthetic oil. What are mineral oil? Mineral oil is something like this one. They are the, I will say, the crudest form of oil. In fact, they still remain the way they are refined from petroleum products. That's why you call them mineral oil. They are still the way God created them. The second one, which is semi-synthetic, like this one now. This one, it works as mineral oil, it works as synthetic, is in between them. What made it semi-synthetic? They added some of the components of synthetic oil into it. Those components are the things that help to increase the viscosity of that oil, the penetrating power, the resistance to high stress, oxidation, this neutralization of acidic components. That's what makes it semi-synthetic. Whereas number three is the full synthetic, like this one. Full synthetic have all those components that help in building the strength of the oil. What made it? Why did they even use that name, synthetic? In a layman's voice, what is synthetic? You know, like a rubber band. When you stretch a rubber band, you leave it, it will come back. You stretch again, you leave it, it will come back. Different types of rubber you stretch, they have different qualities of tensile elasticity. That tensile elasticity is that thing we call synthetic nature of oil. There are some rubber you will stretch to the extreme, you may not come back. There are some, no matter how you stretch it, it will still come back. That one is full synthetic. So that's why I'm using that word as a layman word so that everybody will understand. So how do you know the oil that is good for your engine? When you see this oil, whether mineral oil, whether semi-synthetic, whether full synthetic, they are graded with some alphanumeric values. You will see something W something, something W something. Let me even start from the lowest grade. That is maybe you can see 0W20, 0W30, 0W40, then 5W10, 5W20, then to 20W, all those things. Now, what that W means is winter. Winter means cold. That's simply how that oil will behave in its coldest condition. All these people living in very cold countries, they are the people using that all those lower grade 0W something, 0W something. What it means, no matter how the condition is, no matter how cold the temperature is, that oil can never freeze inside the engine. Imagine what happens to your vegetable oil during Harmattan. You keep your vegetable oil, in the morning you come, the whole thing has blocked. Now, what will happen inside your engine when their oil inside your engine got frozen like that? So that's why those people at those regions use those low grade of oil. So that first value before the W, like that 0W, 5W, means the winter condition, while the other value after the W means the condition of oil, the performance of that oil at optimum engine operating temperature. So oil, that's why that elasticity still coming. Oil, you give it like this, how it performs at the lowest value and how it performs at the highest temperature during the engine operating temperature. So when you see something like 5W, 5W10, it means this engine, the weight or the performance under 5, maybe 5 degrees, and the performance under maybe the 20, the weight at the higher optimum temperature. Then those ones are the ones you call the synthetic oil because they have been treated. Then you still come back to second generation, that is the semi-synthetic. Yeah, and the values, these ones, you will see around this one will be around 10W something, maybe 10W20, 10W30, 10W40. That 10 means the performance at maybe around 10 degrees. Sometimes they call that W, they nickname that W the weight. You have the weight of 10, while the other one have the weight of 5. You have the weight of 10, 10W20, then 10W40. Then when you now come out from those 10W, that is semi-synthetic. Then you now enter 20W grade. Those ones are better used around this our hotter environment. But the problem with all these ones at that higher value, this 20W class, the oil, they don't last long inside the engine. They don't withstand high temperature. They don't withstand much stress. So you change them more frequent. But those synthetic oil, they withstand a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, a lot of, no matter the high temperature, they will withstand. That's why they are more synthetic than the other ones. So before you use an oil, first of all, check the elasticity. There are so many fake oil inside the market now. There are so many fake oil. There are some you will see, they will write 5W this thing, 10W this thing. You don't go by that thing they wrote there. Check that oil. Your fingertips is okay for you to check the viscosity of an oil. Just press the oil at your fingertips like this. You will see the viscosity of that oil. Most people, all these fake oil, you will see one oil is the same grade that they have in different containers. They will put different labels there. Then they will put small color inside the oil. Those differences you are seeing there is color. Stop gauging oil by color. You don't gauge oil by color. Forget about the color. Forget about the aroma. What you need there is the tensile strength. Can this oil withstand high temperature? There are some oil that once their engine overheat, that oil is gone. It will now look like oil they use, mama use in frying akara. That oil is gone. It turns to water. Those are the oil that form sludge. When you maintain using that oil inside that engine, as it gets hot, gets cold, you'll be forming sludge. But if you are using those quality oil, nothing like sludge, it neutralizes those acidity, those condensation, and those oxidation. There are some things you call other additives, oil additive like engine flush. They still help you. Work of that engine flush is to clean off all those sludge, all those oxidation, all those acidic components. It will clean them off. That's the work of engine flush. Then you still have all these other engine oil treatment. Work of those oil treatment is to act as those additive. Those additive they didn't put inside those mineral oil. When you now add those oil treatment inside those mineral oil, it binds the molecules of that oil together. It binds them together, make them finer, give them more penetrating power and the more resistance to high temperature and stress. Those are the function of those things. So anytime you are using oil, just know what you are using. Stop buying oil by name or by appearance. Check very well. Read the label. You will pick some information there. And any oil you use, once you put any oil inside your vehicle, once you drive that oil, your vehicle will tell you whether that oil is good or not. No two ways about it. If you are very observant with your vehicle, put oil, drive, the vehicle will tell you. The way it sounds, there are some maybe when you are inside the hold up, you have gone some distance, you will be perceiving the engine will be smelling like burnt metal. Automatically that engine doesn't like that oil. Then once you change, the vehicle will start smoking. That engine doesn't like that oil. So be observant. And another issue, some engine have become very addictive to some oil. Assuming you are using like something like Mobil, or using like Total. When the engine become addictive to that oil, once you change to another oil, that engine will start smoking or start making noise. You will start hearing kaka on that engine. So take this serious so that your engine will last for you. Thank you very much. Let's stay safe.